Welcome to Ontario on the Move, class number 1. My name is Josephina and I'm going to be taking you through the next 30 minutes of this light intensity workout. Remember to have your water handy and your log sheet ready. And remember, this is an exercise video, so you can pause at any time if you'd like. And if you feel unwell at any time, please take a break. Okay, you guys, so we're going to start off with dynamic stretches, just loosening up our joints and tissues, get you ready for exercise. So what we're going to start off with is the shoulder rolls. So all we're going to do is we're going to rotate our shoulders in the backwards movement. Good. So you want to make sure that it's nice and controlled. No jerking movements. Now we're going to go in the forwards. Good. Okay, and time. So the next exercise we're going to do is trunk rotations. So let's start that now. So just rotating your trunk side to side, loosening up your waist. Good. Now again, just make sure you're doing this in a controlled manner, just to prevent injuries to your lower back. How are you guys doing back here? Good? Good. Okay, so that's the end of trunk rotations. The next exercise we're going to do is a forward and back leg swing. So if you want to, you can hold onto a chair just for support and balance. I'm going to do it without one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kick my leg forward and back, just swing it. Good. Now again, you don't want to swing your leg too far. Just go in your range of motion. Okay, you guys, so we're going to switch legs, even it out on the other side. Okay, and that's the end of the forward and back leg swing. So the next one we're going to do is ankle rolls. So again, if you want to hold on to a chair, you're more than welcome to. What we're going to do is we're going to elevate our foot off the floor, rotate our ankles in the outwards direction. Again, just go nice small circles. Now we're going to go in the inwards direction. Now if you're doing this without a chair, try planting your foot into the floor. It will help you with support and balance. Okay, you guys, so let's switch sides. Other foot. And make sure you're breathing throughout these stretches. So don't hold your breath at any time. And we're going to go in the inwards direction. Okay, and that's it for the ankle rolls. So next thing you know, we're going to do the wrist rotation. So get your hands up. All we're going to do is rotate our wrists in the outwards direction. So get the joints in our wrists nice and loose. Good. So again, we don't have to do any big movements with this one. Just go in your range of motion. Now we're going to go inwards. Okay, so that's it for the wrist rotations. So the last one we're going to do is head nods. So all we're going to do is we're looking down at the floor and up to the ceiling. Good. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Again, make sure you're breathing as you're doing this. Good. So how are you guys doing? Good? You guys are doing very good. Let's keep going, you guys. Okay, and that's it. So that's it for the dynamic stretches. We're gonna move on to cardio next. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna start our warm-up. We're gonna get our body moving and get that oxygen to our muscles. So what we're gonna start off with is the arm swings. So the bigger you do your arm swings, the harder it'll be, the harder you'll get your heart working. Right now I'm just gonna do a low intensity. So behind me we have Teresa. Teresa's going to be doing the progressions. So I'm gonna go nice and low. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna incorporate marches to our arm swings. So let's start marching on the spot. Bringing your knee as high as you can towards your chest. Make sure you're breathing the whole time. Now, if you guys find this too easy, you can bring your knees higher. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the V step. So what we're gonna do is step outwards, creating the letter V with our feet, step back to starting position. Now let's get those arms moving. So the more you move your arms, the harder your heart's gonna be working. Now again, make sure you guys are breathing throughout the warm-up. Okay, now we're gonna move on to step touch. Now I'm doing a normal version. Teresa's gonna be doing the higher impact version. As you can see, she has a little bounce to her step. Now if you want, get your arms involved, get them moving. Good. How are you guys doing back here? Good, you guys are doing very well. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Now the last exercise we're gonna do, you guys, is the punches. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna punch across your body. Now you wanna get that waist involved. Really twist at your waist. Good, and pivot your bottom leg, or your bottom foot. Good. Now again, it's very important that you breathe throughout. Don't stop breathing. Okay, guys, we're almost done with this one. Okay, guys, so we're gonna take that from the top. We're gonna start off with arm swings. Good, so remember, the bigger you make your movement, the harder you're gonna be working. Right now, I'm just gonna go to lower intensity. Teresa over here is gonna work a little harder than I am. Good. And again, make sure you guys are breathing. Okay, guys, a few more seconds to go. And we're done with the arm swings. So the next one we're gonna do is marches. So again, swinging your arms as well. Good. So if you wanna go higher intensity, bring your knees higher towards your chest. Okay, almost done with this one. Okay, you guys, that's it for the marches. The next one we're gonna do is the V step. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna get started onto the V step. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna step out with our feet, and back to starting. So as you step out, you create the letter V with your feet, then return back to starting position. If you wanna make this a little harder, get your arms moving. Good. So as you can see, Teresa, she's going a little bit faster, so she's making it a bit harder. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Now let's stop and move on to step touch. So what we're gonna do, step to the side and tap our foot beside it. Now if you look at Teresa back here, she's doing a bit higher intensity, she's adding a hop. Good. Let's get those arms moving. Good. And again, it's very important that you breathe throughout the warm-up. Okay, almost time, you guys. Okay, and that concludes our step touch. Next thing we're gonna do is punches. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna punch your arm across your body. Twisting at your waist, getting those oblique muscles working. Good. It's very important that you breathe for this one. Good. Good. We're almost done with this one, you guys. And time. Okay, you guys, so that concludes our warm-up. We're gonna take a 30-second water break. I'm gonna grab my water behind me. How are you guys doing?
Good?
Good?
Really good.
You guys are doing very good. So it's very important that you guys keep hydrated throughout your exercise because you'll be sweating and your body uses water for everything that you do. Keep marching, keep your body warmed up, get you ready for the next set. So I'm just gonna put my water bottle down. I'm gonna keep marching. And that concludes our 30-second water break. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna get into the body weight exercise part of the exercise routine. So what we're gonna start off with is abdominals. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna contract our core and then release. Good. Again, contract your core, make sure it's nice and tight, and release. Good. Now we're gonna keep going for the next 30 seconds. Good. It's very important to keep your core nice and strong. It's very important for standing and sitting. Good. Now, as you can see behind me, we have Marcella. She's gonna be seated the whole time. And then Teresa's gonna be standing with me. Okay, we're almost done with this exercise. Okay, you guys, so now we're gonna do chair squats. So what you can do is you're gonna cross your hands over your chest. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap the chair. Good. And what Teresa's gonna do over here, she's sitting down fully on the chair. And Marcella, she's doing a bit of an easier version. She's gonna go halfway. Good. So we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Get our legs working, get all that blood into our legs, get them nice and strong. Good. Now you wanna make sure that your knees aren't passing your toes as you go down. Good. Now we're almost done with this one. Okay, so now we're done with the chair squats. The next one we're gonna do are calf raises. So what Teresa's gonna do over here, she's gonna do both heels coming off the ground. What Marcella's gonna do is paddle. So as you can see, I'm alternating, lifting my heels off the floor. Good. So now we're working our calf muscles, which are very important for walking, especially when you're walking up a set of stairs. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Good, and we're done for the calves. So next thing we're gonna do is work our pectoral muscles, our chest muscles. What you're gonna do is you're gonna squeeze your hands together in front of your body and then point your fingers to the front. Good. Now you wanna make sure that you're squeezing your hands together the entire time. Good, and make sure that you guys are breathing. It's very important that you breathe. So when the exercise gets harder, you wanna breathe out. Good. We're almost done with this exercise. A few more to go. And time. So the next one we're gonna do are shoulder rotations. So palms facing the floor. All we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate our shoulders so our palms are facing forward and back down. So this is very important for your shoulder muscles. Make sure that your arms are at shoulder height. You don't wanna go any higher, and you wanna make sure that your neck is nice and relaxed. Good. How are you guys doing back here? Good? Good. Okay guys, so we're almost done with this exercise. And time. So the next one we're gonna do is tricep extension. So what you wanna do, take your hand up, fingers facing the ceiling, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna touch your back with our hand and back up. So we're working the back of our arm. Good. Now the extension is very important when you need to reach up for something, grab something above you. And again, make sure you're breathing. Okay, so the next one, we're gonna switch sides. Good. Now as you come up, make sure that you keep your elbows soft, so don't lock out your elbows. You want to keep your joints soft at all times. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Good, now let's just shake it out. So next thing we're doing is bicep curls. So now we're gonna work the front of our arm. So placing your palm in front of you, shoulder height, palms facing the ceiling. All we're gonna do is we're gonna touch our shoulder. Now we're working our biceps. This is very important when you have to carry heavy bags and groceries. And again, as you touch your shoulder, make sure you breathe out. Okay, let's switch sides. So other side. Again, it's very important that you keep your elbows soft, so don't lock out your elbows. So we're almost done with this exercise. And that's it for bicep curls. Let's shake it out. Now let's go back to abdominal draw-in. So what we're gonna do again, contract your core, make it nice and tight, and release. Good. Again, make sure you're breathing the whole time. Good. So as you tighten your core, exhale. Good. Almost done with this one. Now we're gonna go back to chair stands. So again, Teresa's gonna do the easier version. She's just gonna sit down fully on the chair. Marcella's just gonna go halfway, and I'm gonna tap the chair. So again, down and up, hands crossed over your chest. Good. Now it's very important that you breathe. So as you come down, breathe out. Good. Now if you have knee problems, you may not want to do this exercise because it may aggravate your knees. Okay, we're almost done with this exercise. Let's move on to calf raises. So again, I'm going to do the pedaling. Teresa's going to do both heels off the ground. Now if you need to, you can hold on to a chair for this exercise if you're having difficulty with balance. And again, make sure you're breathing. It's very important that you don't hold your breath as you do this. Good. Okay, we're almost finished with this one. Okay, so we're done with the calf raises. Now we're gonna do chest press. Now again, squeezing your hands together. And you wanna point your fingers forward, come back to your chest. Good. Now it's very important to have a strong chest. It helps you with opening heavy doors and pushing heavy doors and heavy carts as well. Good. So again, as you come out, breathe out. Okay, now we're almost done with this one. Good, next one we're gonna do, shoulder rotation. So again, palms facing the floor. All we're gonna do is rotate our shoulders up so our palms are facing in front of us, back down. Good, so you wanna make sure that your elbow's up at shoulder height. Good, your hands are facing forward. Now if you want to make this a bit more challenging, then you can slow down the movement. So the slower you do the movement, the more difficult it will be. Good, and now we're almost done with this exercise. The next one is a tricep extension. So let's get ready for that one. Hand up, touch your back, and back up. Now again, remember for this one, you want to make sure that you keep your elbows nice and soft. Now keep your elbow close to your head. You don't want to do this. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. Now you want to make sure your elbow's straight, so your arm is straight. And relax your shoulder. Good. Now almost done for this one. Let's go back to the bicep curl. So again, palms facing the ceiling, touching your shoulder, and back to starting. Good. How are you guys doing? Good? How are you doing, Marcella? Good? Good. Okay, let's switch sides. Good. We're almost done with this one, you guys. Okay. And we're done with the bicep curl. Okay, you guys, so that concludes our body weight exercises. We're gonna take another water break. I'm just gonna grab my water bottle down here. So how are you guys doing? Good. Good? How are you doing, Marcella? Good? So it's very important that you keep hydrated. Again, we're emphasizing that we want you to take more water breaks just because it's very, very important that you always keep hydrated when you're working out. So I'm gonna put my water bottle down. If you'd like to, you can keep marching, get your body warm again, get you prepared for the last part of our exercise routine. Hey guys, we're now at the cool down phase of our exercise routine. Now the important thing about the cool down is it brings your body back down, your heart rate back down, and it promotes recovery. So what we're gonna start off with is the arm swings, similar to what we did in the warm-up. Now we wanna go really light intensity for this one, so just a small range of motion. Good. So with the cool down, it's important not to go too high impact, just because we're trying to get our heart rate back down, not maintain it. Good. So now what we're gonna do is walk on the spot. Now similar to marching, but this time we're just taking our foot off the floor. We're not bringing it too high up. Now remember, this is a cool down, so we're going low impact. How are you guys doing back there? Good? How are you doing, Marcella? Good. So another great thing about the cool down is that it helps prevent fatigue, and we're also preparing for the static stretch portion of our exercise routine. Okay, so we're almost done with this one. Okay, and time. So we're gonna do the heel to toe walk. So what you're gonna do, place your heel in front of your toes, just take a few steps forward, and then switch your leading leg. Now this exercise challenges your balance. If you're having difficulty with this one, you can always hold on to the side of a wall. Good. And again, make sure you're breathing throughout the exercise. Good. How are you guys doing back there? Good? Okay, we're almost done with this one. Okay, and that's it for the heel to toe walk. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do, guys, is a V step. So similar to the warm up, all we're gonna do is step out and back down. Now we're just gonna go very light impact, okay? So no bouncing for this one. But if you want to, you can add some arms. Good. Okay, next thing you know we're gonna do is the toe tap and pull. Good. So getting our arms incorporated and tapping our foot back. Good. Keep your chest up and make sure you're breathing throughout this exercise. So again, don't hold your breath. Good. Almost done, you guys. Now from the top, let's get back to arm swings. Just swinging those arms. Good. Now remember, just small swings. You don't want to go too high impact with this one. Good. Make sure you're breathing throughout. Don't hold your breath at any time. Okay, almost done with this one. Now let's add walk on the spot. Good. Now if you want to at any time, just grab some water. You can always pause the video. you guys. You guys are doing really well. Okay, almost done with this one. Okay, and time. So you guys, we're gonna do the heel to toe walk again. So remember, heel in front of your toes, take a few steps forward, and then switch your leading leg. Now remember, this is a balance exercise, so if you need to, you can hold onto a wall and do this, or you can even hold onto a railing. Good. And again, make sure you guys are breathing throughout the exercise. How are you guys doing there? Good? How are you doing, Marcella? Good? So we all have a few more seconds to go. Good. And time. Now let's go back to the V step. Now if you'd like to, get your arms moving. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Again, very low intensity, so no bouncing. Almost done with this one, you guys. Exercise we're gonna do is the toe tap and pull. Good. So we're getting ready, we're getting our bodies ready for the static stretch part, warming up our muscles, so it's to prevent injury when we're stretching out. We have a few more seconds to go. Okay, and time. So that concludes our cool down. We're gonna get ready to stretch it out. We're at the last part of our exercise routine, the static stretches. The important thing about doing static stretches is that it increases flexibility around your joints. So let's start off with the next stretch. What we're gonna do is take our head, bring it towards our shoulder, take our hand, and then reach out. Now, Teresa's doing the version I'm doing, and then Marcella over here, she's just, she's not placing her hand on her head. So we're gonna hold. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch sides. Just hold for a few seconds. Now if you feel any pain, then stop. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the shoulder stretch. So take your hand out, cross it over your body, and take your other hand and place it right on your forearm. So the thing is, with this stretch, you don't want to place any pressure on your joints because you may cause injury to your elbow joint. So if you feel more comfortable, you can place your hand right over here, but oftentimes people find it easier to do it this way. Okay, so we're done with that arm. Let's switch sides. Good. Almost done with this one. Good, now just shake it out. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is a tricep. So take your hand, place it right on your back, and then take your other hand and place it right on your elbow. And make sure that you can see your neck. So make sure you're not staring down at the floor. Make sure you're staring forward. And again, very important that you're breathing the whole time. Okay? Now take your hands and relax. Let's switch sides. Good. Almost done with this one, you guys. Now just shake it out. Next thing we're gonna do is the chest. So take your hands, place it behind your back, and open up your chest. Now, as I mentioned before, it's very important that you don't feel pain as you're stretching. If you do, stop. A few more seconds with this one. Okay, now we're done. Again, let's just shake it out. Now what we're gonna do is our fingers and wrists. So taking your hand, palm forward, all you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your fingers and just hold. So we're stretching out our wrist muscles. How are you guys feeling? Good? Okay, let's switch sides. Now it's very important to stretch after your exercise routine. Stretch all the major muscles that you've worked. Okay, now relax. Just shake it out. The last one we're gonna do is a quadricep stretch. So what you're gonna do in a staggered stance, place one foot in front of you, the other behind. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna push your rear leg forward. Now if you don't feel this one, you can move your hip back or bend backwards. And you should feel a stretch right in your quadricep. So we're gonna switch sides now. Good. Same thing with this side. Okay, now we're done with this one. Okay, you guys, so that concludes the static stretch of our exercise routine, and that was the last part of our routine. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good job, everyone. Be sure to track your exercise. Thank you for tuning in. Stay on the move and stay healthy.